yes. You get me mad, I have to chunk 'em on you. Pass me the ball, slam dunk 'em on you. Don't have me shoot my jumper on you. Now here we go again. Me and my lonesome ass friends will spin up the dope for show, man. I'm just saying. Well, I should tell your mama on you. Me and my folks rolling Maserati. You smell our smoke 'cause we like to party. Kicking your dough to show you I ain't playing. I ain't playing. I should tell your mama on you.
Have your attention, please. In the last hour, the majority of schools in DuPage County, including Lyle District 202, have canceled student attendance beginning on Monday, March 16th through Friday, March 27th, then to be followed by spring break. All athletics, practices, activities, and events scheduled over the next 3 weeks have been canceled. Once again, all athletics, practices, activities, and events scheduled over the next 3 weeks have been canceled. Students, you should bring all materials home with you this afternoon that you will need to successfully complete coursework over the non-attendance period. You will also need to consistently check your student email for curricular.
What's up, y'all? It's Come Cheese Podcast. How you doing? I'm just checking Twitter. I have 4 notifications, so I'm famous. How you doing? What you just watched or listened to was a dismissal from a high school. Don't know where it came from. Don't really care. Cool thing about TikTok is, if I use a TikTok video for the podcast, is they go ahead and add the person in the corner. So I'm like, but if I want to steal, which I always do, but if I want to steal, it's really easy because I could just crop it out and edit the video down a little bit. It's no problem. But like I did last week with the Bron video, like I did with the Bron video, I just said I didn't own the video. I haven't heard anything. But then again, like 2 people viewed it, so it doesn't really matter. But what you just watched was a high school getting dismissed. Some people were having their last day of high school, and they didn't even know it. You ain't even know it. What's that? You ain't even know it. You ain't know it. Because I know it's not spelling. No. E. What's a uni? Rick Ross. U-E-U-O-E-N-O. You ain't even know it. Now, the only reason I'm getting into this is because Rick Ross has one of the most fucked up lines in history, in the history of hip hop. I got right to it. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Let's just read the whole Rick Ross verse. The nigga sold you that re-rock. You ain't even know it. I die over these Reeboks. You ain't even know it. Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. There it is. She ain't even know it. Now, if you ask me, Bill Cosby, Rick Ross, this is not the tangent I meant to go off on. But some people had their last day of high school. They ain't even know it. It's so weird. Just to be like, go home. I saw a tweet the other day. Yeah. And it said, my freshman year of college was like a movie. And I quoted the tweet and said, yeah, if they just ended the movie halfway through and sent you home with a DVD. It ruined lives, not just from a financial, economic, political standpoint. And some people died. But there are some people that never got to have senior prom. Some people that never got to have their last basketball game, or we still don't have a champion for college basketball. I know it's small. I know it doesn't mean anything. We just don't have one. It pushed the NBA season back. It changed everything. It is COVID. There's nothing like it. Now, I made a video with my grandma for my studio and field production class. I interviewed my grandmother. Excuse me. Oh, that didn't taste very good. But I interviewed my grandmother, right? 80 years old. She'll be 81 in about 2-3 weeks. And I asked her, do you remember anything as bad as COVID? Anything as bad as COVID. 81 years old. And I asked my wheelchair-bound, since 1992, my grandmother. The only reason she's wheelchair-bound is because she was shot. And I asked her, do you remember anything as bad as? She goes, when I got shot, I was like, well, duh. And there's 9 other questions that I asked. I'm shamelessly plugging my own personal YouTube channel, which is just full of school projects. You can go and watch them. Some of them from last semester, whatever semester we had. But that video is an 8-minute video of my grandmother. I think it's just entitled Granny. And I just go through questions with her just to see. Jesus. See, stop touching the fucking mic, Felix. What the fuck is wrong with you? Is that annoying to anybody? Yeah, it's just Granny parenthetical interview in parenthetical. And then like 15 other videos that I just did. 3 of them are the same fucking video. But I just asked her, because she's been sitting in the house since March. The only thing she does is go to church. The only thing Sylvia Cavanagh does is go to church. And she can't do it. She can't do it. As good as it gets, it's TBN. And that's a whole thing. Because, Jesus. Get comfortable, you son of a bitch. I don't think I'm comfortable. But the only thing that she does is go to church. And she couldn't go to church for a really long time. Still can't. So through quarantine, especially when I first got sent home, because all my friends, at least in college, we all live on like 4 separate corners of the country. In Vegas and in Arizona and South Carolina and Georgia and Florida. Like my friends, we all just disappeared. And then the only thing we could do was call each other. After seeing each other every single day, and then it was gone. That's it's not fair. You know, we're going to be telling our kids, fingers crossed, that things didn't used to be normal. I don't think we'll ever get back to whatever we thought normal was, just because that's the nature of the beast. Sooner or later, the beast will beckon at our door, and it beckoned at our door. You can be frustrated with the presidential administration. You can be frustrated with your governor, whatever. Just whatever we're going through, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. There's no getting around it. Until there's a vaccine, which I'm cautiously optimistic about. But what I had to, hold on. I want to try something real quick. Look at me through the fucking window. Beat your ass. Oh, that's gross. For those who are listening to Come G's podcast, I just put my throat over the mic and swallowed. That was fun. That was retarded. Yeah, I said it. A month ago. Anywho, that has nothing to do with anything. Close this. You fucking. But we're forced to just go sit down. Sit your ass down and do nothing. And you know what I did? Got into a relationship, got out of the relationship. And I still feel the same after COVID. I still feel the same. I had a birthday. There's been a lot. I started a fucking podcast because I was bored. And I think that's what I admire about myself. I can't just sit down. Matter of fact, sitting down made me act out. Excuse me. If you can't tell, I just ate dinner. 2 burgers. But I just can't sit down. I can't just sit, do nothing, twiddle my thumbs. And so I started this. And I don't plan on stopping it anytime soon. But there's a quote that I read from Alfonso Cuarón. Fantastic film director, Mexican film director, Oscar nominated. I'd probably say he's my favorite director of all time. Y Tu Mama Tambien. He's directed a Harry Potter movie, Children of Men, great film, Gravity, and Roma. But there's a quote that I read from him. He's famous for his one takes as well. And there's a quote from him that I read right when quarantine started, or right after. But what he said was, existence is nothing but a shared existence of loneliness. Existence is nothing but a shared existence of loneliness. And we were just sitting on our houses, all of us, watching Tiger King. Didn't know what the fuck to do. And you know what? We needed it. I love sitting at home. I love getting to consume some of the things that I love. Because, I mean, what my average day when we first got sent home was, wake up about 8 o'clock, go pick up one of my little homies from, he played football at my high school. Those who are listening, I'm wearing a Trinity shirt. Anywho, and we'd go work out for probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, running hills, doing push-ups, body squats, because gyms were closed. And then I'd get home around 11 o'clock, take a shower, do my online school, and then by probably like 1, I was done. I didn't have anything else to do. So what did I do? Started a podcast, watched my other favorite podcast, and just did whatever the hell I wanted to. And it made me realize what I wanted to do with my life, and that's entertainment, and that's awesome. It's beautiful. And my biggest fear about COVID is that I'll never get to live my dream because people won't be allowed to be together. And that's why I'm optimistic about a vaccine sooner rather than later. But, Lord knows. Lord knows. And I think we have to. I think we're smart enough. I think, and here's the fucking killer. November 3rd, 11/3/20. Anno Domini, in the year of our Lord. Or ACE, after Common Era. Or CE. I don't even give a fuck. Yeah, Anno Domini. That's for Jesus, my nigga. Yeah, shit, my bad. I think we're going to learn a lot about reality. Whoever wins, we're going to learn a lot about reality. Whether what we think is real or not real, we're going to learn a lot about it. So, but I want to talk about something real quick. And I know I'm late to the party. But Game of Thrones. Great fucking show, right? Great fucking show. But fuck that 8th season. Actually, no, it's more fuck that last episode. Because I was mad at Dany. Now, spoiler alert, I'll tell you where you can skip to in the video. I'm going to point that way. Felix, this is for you. So you can say spoiler alerts for whoever hasn't watched it and wants to. If you haven't watched it, you know what? Fuck you. I'll give you a skip spot, but look. If you haven't seen it, you just haven't seen it. And I was mad at Dany, but I wasn't that mad. Like, I wasn't gonna stab a bitch. I wasn't gonna stab her. And then to let Bran be the king. Now look, I was a little sentimental to it because Bran paralyzed from the waist down. My grandma's paralyzed from the waist down. I was like, I was a little, what's the word? Biased. Boom. Yeah, flashing at me. 18 minutes in, we're still going strong. We're not really going that strong, but we are. But then Bran was the king, and then Sansa, she just like, I'm so selfish. Let's just make the North an independent kingdom. Oh my god. All right, I'm still doing this. For those who are listening to the Come to Jesus podcast, I'm wiggling my fingers in the camera because it kind of looks cool. I remember that because I was at the summer camp. Why do people want to look at me through this fucking window? Why do people like staring at me through a fucking window? Like, I understand. I'm recording a podcast. And you don't have a podcast. But you don't have to fucking stare at me. That shit is annoying. Like, I get stared at enough on the daily. I'm 6'4", a gorilla of a man, and I'm black. So I get stared at enough. Shit, bro. I thought I was comfortable. Fuck. But what was I saying? Bran was the king. Then Sansa's like, just make the North independent so I could be a queen. But you know who made me a little emotional? Arya. She said, "What's west of Westeros? What's west of Westeros? West." Say that 5 times fast. What's west of Westeros? And and Jon just goes, "Nobody knows." That's a great Jon Snow impression. I don't give a fuck. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's strong. Nobody knows. and she's just like, well, that's where I'm going. That's where all the map. That's where all the maps end. That's where I'm going. Like Arya, I'm going to the Night's Watch, but technically I'm going out with the Wildings because I do not want to be in the Night's Watch anymore. Because that's where I was murdered. Anyway, let's move on. What's that? 2033. Boom, we're back for those who skipped. For those who skipped, you're a bitch. But I'm gonna move on to something. I saw this video is 4 years old, a little over 4 years old, May 11, 2016. Fairfield Central High School is in South Carolina. And I still have yet to find who this trombone player is. But I'm just going to play you this Fairfield Central trombone fanfare real quick. Come on. Come on. Look, the talent of that motherfucker right there. The fucking talent. And to see other musicians react the way they did, I've only seen that 2 other times. And those are in Snarky Puppy videos. Snarky Puppy. Is it Snarky Puppy? Snarky. Yup. Snarky Puppy. And that's in Lingus when that nigga Corey. What's that nigga's name? What's his name? Snarky. Corey Henry. Pianist. Go watch the video. It's the first thing when you search up Snarky Puppy on YouTube. It's 24 million views 6 years ago. The song is Lingus, but watch the whole 10 minutes and 44 seconds because you will not be disappointed. I promise to God. And the other one is when Layla Hathaway, she does this thing where she lets 2 notes escape her vocal cords. No, I'm a retired drummer. But to see people react the way they did to that young man playing the trombone, started playing it again because, like, honestly, that like the little that's been stuck in my head for a solid 3 days now, and I'm still not fucking tired of it. Like, it was beautiful. I don't even know what I have to say about it because it's that awe-inspiring because it's honestly one of the most amazing things I've seen in my entire life. It's incredible. Don't know what I had to say about it. Don't know. 25 minutes, 10 seconds in. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you listen to the entirety of this podcast or you watch the entirety of this podcast. Go watch the other ones on YouTube. Go listen to the other ones on Spotify or however you got a hold of this podcast. I truly, 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 honest God, appreciate those who listen. It really, it means a lot to me, honestly. It really does. No, it's not a COVID sneeze. I promise to God it's not. Anyway, bless me. But I really don't. You won't understand how much I appreciate it if you reach out to me, email the Come to Jesus podcast at gmail.com. Follow the Instagram, the CTJ podcast on Instagram. Follow me personally at Felix R. Johnson on Twitter, and I am Fifi on Instagram. But truly, honestly, I love, love, love making this podcast. And it can stay that nobody listens for the rest of forever. But look, I know that's not what's gonna happen. I know. Boom, recycling bin. See, we make the world a better place. Bringing you laughs. Showing you the Fairfield Central Trombone Fanfare. We out here doing good things. Yeah, I said we. But honestly, nobody can listen to this for the rest of forever, and I'll still keep making it because I don't give a fuck. I just love making content. And I was telling my mom, because I'm in a lot of these, I'm going on a tangent, that in all my production classes, I actually have something that I can be proud of. Something I could touch or see on YouTube and be like, hey, you did this. So thank you for being a part of that. The followers on the Instagram, the listeners on Spotify and Anchor and wherever else you found it, whether you're listening in your car, in your headphones, or you're watching on YouTube, while you clean your house, your apartment, your dorm room, I appreciate this. I really do. And with that being said, God bless you. God keep you. We out.